Hey, what's going on everyone? This is JoeYoursTruly back with another video. Today we're going to be playing some Terra Offlane and we have quite a different build to showcase on her, and that is we're just going to be doing a Skyspeeder attack speed on her because Terra is just in a almost terrible spot. I wouldn't go as far as say terrible, I just want to use that as a meme, but she definitely does not feel as good as it used to be just because she did kind of got ignored in the version 1.4 like hero reworks. And what I mean by that is like almost every hero that got touched did got some big buffs in some way, and then heroes that didn't really got um changed like remain about the same or worse, right? Relatively speaking, right? And what I mean by that is like Terra like has always been a fine champion, and then as soon as the hero reworks came into play, it's like she didn't get any love, so now she kind of feels odd to play. She feels very underwhelming in jungle compared to the competition, and even the offlane where she shines the most in the past feels kind of rough because one, she doesn't really have that sustain, right? It kind of feels like she gets bullied out pretty easily. The other thing is the fact that her damage is just not as impressive anymore. Or rather, the meta is right now is to build Skyspeeder first. Like Skyspeeder first is just a really insane item even after the nerfs, and guess who are the heroes that abuses the most that are also the strongest? Boris, Gluck, Chimera, you name it, right? So it's like building Mutilator in comparison to that feels very underwhelming. Like doesn't really feel like as good to play in my opinion. So you almost want to just honestly build Skyspeeder 2, and that's what we're going to try to do in today's videos, where we're going to try to use a more Skyspeeder task speed focused build, because it kind of feels like when I was trying to run Mutilator on Terra, it doesn't feel like my damage isn't there, and then if I don't have the damage to finish off people, right, then I just kind of like my damage just falls really hard, falls off really hard, right? So the kind of thing we're gonna do that's gonna be pretty important to the strategy, right, is we're gonna max on B first, because that's the only way realistically that Terra can sustain in lane. I messed up my on B. I'm kind of sad. That's a blink. So like, since we're not doing like Mutilator like first item, we're not doing the ability based build, like her Q is just kind of underwhelming actually. Like you would think that like if you build like the normal build on her, the Q will be fine, but it kind of feels just a lot weaker like in comparison to some of the other heroes. It feels like it kind of like a very on-hit basic attack meta, right? In my opinion. So I don't know. I really think that like building Skyspeeder, Rapture, like those items, as much as scuff as that sounds, I think you should honestly like try it, because I think that's just the way to play it, because the meta is Skyspeeder. If you don't use Skyspeeder, you just add disadvantage, right? Oh my god, my E miss. I am so sad actually. That could have been the kill. Because I think I aimed too low and she just jumped over it. Really, really like unfortunate right there. Oh. Nice. Somehow all that worked out at the end. Yeah. That was kind of like scuff. But that's what I mean, it's like I really just don't feel like the damage is right there. Like I know I went like a different like Titan's Quest, right, to start this off, but um it's how do I put it? It's when I played Tail in the past, her damage used to be way more in lane. Right? I like her damage, if anything, the first few levels is like impressively strong, but it's just not anymore. And when you have all these other really strong heroes, a lot of healing in lane that can just lifesteal back up to full HP, it's just like feels very underwhelming to just go with a Q kind of strats. You almost want to just like forgo the damage on the Q and just max on B for the bigger shields, get the decreased cooldown on it, and just play for more basic attack builds. Nice, I moved the hood so she won't get the on B heal off of me. Yeah, I think going to max Ombi first is really helping me out a lot. Because I'm able to just honestly like heal, be able to mitigate a lot of damage by just keeping the fast shield off of her every time. She is going for heal buff, but she's very slow at doing it, honestly, so I won't be able to hit 6 if I'm trying to contest her on this. Wow, that's actually very unfortunate.
Stronger now.
It should normally take her a little bit longer to do that, but I guess I misjudged. It's a big thing. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to once we get Skyspear online, because the only reason why I can't honestly play like this is just because she's out to sustain me so hard in this matchup. So like, as soon as I get Skyspear with the healing and the damage output right, it's gonna really help out being able to actually kill her.
Best be cautious.
Because this is why I really just despise heroes like Count at the moment, where you just play super aggressive and don't get punished for it because of just how much healing and damage you're doing in lane, right? Kind of like Counts and Grux, just kind of cheeses almost any matchup just because of how much healing they still have. Like, come on. So it's really stupid how she can just play like that, so aggressive, and they just heal so much again and again and again.
Losing balance.
Just gonna maybe tell. Like, I knew she was gonna do that, and it's just like, okay, I just done you, and then walk away, right? So I'll just have to take the reset no matter what. It is what it is. Okay, almost at guys, but we just need to get that item online so we can actually punish her, like I said. And the funny thing with this build is that since we're not maxing Q and maxing on B and even E second, we're just using Q as a way to help us gain stacks faster and just get the empower E and power on B off more and more. So I need about 400 more gold and I get myself Scout's Feather. And second item is going to be Tainted Blade just because it's going to be really, it's going to help us a lot and be able to kind of finish off the counts a bit easier. But also ability haste, you kind of want some ability haste still on Terra, and going like Scout's Feather Rapture, you have none, right? So you want to find some way to build some ability haste so you can actually get your abilities online, right? I don't know, yeah. Counts are just stupid. And now, so not only she's like has so much healing and damage, she's so stupid safe because of her Q too, right? It's just like, why would you not play this hero, right? I'm just like bows might just die and I can't help out. I'm just gonna reset right now because I just can't kill Countless with just all the healing she's doing. I might as well get guys better so I can actually hold on left click and finish her off. Alright. I guess we're gonna hold off just a little bit longer, especially since the boss is coming over again. Yep, I do love Count just having full HP still, even after we punish her a lot. Got the wood off finally. It only took all of us to kill Countess, by the way. The Waze, the Mario, the Modox Knight. It took literally all of us to finally kill the Countess for playing so super aggressive. Like, what the heck? I guess that's the way to counter really knowing he was offlane. Just bring the whole squad over, right? It's just that easy. So easy. You should take him.
Waste my return.
Alright, let's get Skyflare online. So I think we have enough for Serrated Blades.
Bother.
Or whatever item help us reduce the healing. Let's see. Never mind.
That's
My
some
math
proof
was
of
off.
progress right there.
That's fine. We have Skyflare. We can actually start going down left click finally onto her. Because we have enough defense. Right, that's kind of why it's like Titan's Quest, because I kind of feel like Terra wants a good amount of HP, and we're not going to get that with our first few items, so... And plus, she has no sustain in lane, so you kind of have to go for a better sustain item, right, for the most part. So that's what we're doing with Titan's Quest. So yeah, we have Ultimate 30. We have Blink. I'm feeling pretty good about, you know, fighting her really hard. All but close, so she's not gonna... Wow, okay, yeah. That is so stupid. Dude. Mr. E, that's fine. Because I'm just going down left click. See how much damage I'm just doing to her? Why? Like, it's like I said, Skyflare is just literally the meta item right now. It's just, you should build it even though the hero just doesn't, it doesn't make as much sense. Right? It's just the meta, right?
Stronger now.
And that's how you do it. That's how you counter the really annoying heroes in offlane. Just build Skyflare first. It's really that easy, ladies and gents. Really that easy. It does feel pretty nice, I'll admit, to build Skyflare because my wave clear is very good. Maxing on B also gives me very good wave clear. Like, it honestly feels very, very nice to be able to like hold down left click and just delete stuff much faster in comparison. I should be good this tower, and then we can back off because Scoundrel is right there. I think that's the Painter's gonna lose, unfortunately, because I'm just too late to help out. I need to rotate a bit more, but I just want to prove a point with this whole Skyflare. We go that item, we just kind of run down people. We're gonna go Nyr Warboots because we sort of need that item to be able to stick to people much easier, right?
Finally, a challenge.
Do you want Tempest? So yeah, good thing we're going to Tainted Blade second as well. So with Nyr Warboots, we have the healing. Also, we can catch up to the counts really easily. I think Countless is honestly going to right now, so we kind of have to follow that. Yeah, see how she's right over there? Really nice combo with the field, then I got my root off onto that. That was actually really clean by us. And it looks like we're gonna get the mid tower. I thought he was gonna walk back towards this like what do you call back to tower, but yeah, she just went the other way. He had the smites. That's kind of unfortunate. It is what it is. Okay, well played, I guess. Don't know why I assumed it, but oh well. Alright, I'll just reset for Tainted Blade then. Just get like the additional anti-heal and then also the bonus ability damage, right? So yeah, obviously next item's gonna go Rapture. That's not gonna give us ability haste, but it's gonna give us the more on-hit damage we need plus Omni Vamp as well. It's kind of like a staple build, usually just one on dwarves fights or bows for that matter. Alright. Let's attack left real quick, I guess. See if we can get counters. Bows kind of messed it up. He should just alter counters immediately. Yeah, he should have honestly just altered like the counters into towers so we get a much cleaner angle.
Shields are waiting.
I shouldn't have been able to use my ult, just do that. Nice.
That's a character. A dead one.
My count got soloed by the counters. That is very punishable. Why is Dueling just always got T2 town on the right side? That's crazy. I sort of want to go for main farm, but I can't because Steel is gonna push the wave into T1. Plus, it's probably gonna hit this quiver buff, so I kind of have to deal for a little bit.
Oh, like a hearty brew.
Nice. Fainters is not up for a little bit, so we have to try to see if we can get more kills. Wait, right here.
Oh, we toast to that. I'll no forget that.
Nice.
We make a team.
Fainters is coming up. We should try to just go for that really fast. Because 20 seconds on the team. We should hit the button as objective before they get inside. I'll take the flower just in case they try to come in. 10 seconds. Yeah, I think we just have the bonus super fast, right? Oh, wait, he's gonna get the August. Well played.
Weak defense.
Yeah, he's out. We have to burn this before Steel comes in, right? Yeah, see Steel's right there. Alright, going left. We do have kind of a nutty team come for way specifically because we have the CC slows to make it really easy for him to line up the shots, I must say.
Oh, this is well good. My shields are waiting.
I think we overstayed right there pretty hard. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure what happened with that. Yeah, see how we all just dump stained on this counters right now?
Stronger now.
Like, it is just like, this is the build that just can counters, thankfully. Because we have them like heal and it's the same damage, right? And the fact is, like, Terra is still inherently tanky because of a passive, right? What we can push that more to the edge is we max Ombi first, so we get more like fast shields on top of us, right? And that's kind of like another reason why I feel like maxing Q is just kind of bait when that build is just not doing as much damage as it used to, while her other abilities like Ombi and E are just more impactful. Let's put it that way. I do think we just burst this. Oh wait, never mind. It is the big farm. I thought it was mini farm for a sec, but I wasn't paying attention. Let's do like a mid instead. That's a bling. Weapons right here. Nice. Bellica is right there. I have ultimate, so I can kind of know the Bellica from knock me up. Wait, Steel's pushing mid? What the heck? Okay. I don't know why Steel's pushing by himself mid, but I think that's punchable, no. It depends on how he's pathing. I kind of want to look at counts, actually. Okay, he's out. Yeah, if we get Steel, we might actually be able to get Bold Climb right afterwards. So we gotta see how's his pathing. He's going over there. Okay, he's taking the long way around. We can still catch up to him, I think. But we don't have Murdoch anymore with us, so I'm gonna go swap to mid now. Look at counters of Bellica, for example. Because I can just run them over pretty easily. Especially Bellica, since the only way to peel for stuff is the ultimate knockup, but I kind of just know that way. Counters behind us.
We toast to that.
Just going the other way. Well played.
We make a team.
We go for old climb really fast, so I'll reset, give Rapture. What the? I think we just go wait. What? Again, we still have a very how do I say it, nasty team comp because the combos with the rewind, the spear, the roots, the mine, like we kind of have everything except for very easy kills like that. Because like normally a steel that's walking towards T2 should just die like that, but since we have so much like CC and setup potential, we kind of just dumpster on on him pretty hard. That was pretty hilarious, I won't lie. Alright, now we're gonna go to Primal. Without steel, without web on it, I doubt they're gonna be able to bust it down. Oh. He's gonna knock me up in a sec, so I got backed off. Oh my god. I survived somehow. I do be surviving. Yeah, we could go for that or mid inhibitor. 10 seconds. Yeah, I don't think we have enough time to actually get the mid inhibitor. It's just way safer to go for the Feign plus Primal, right? Nice. So I almost get to the part where, funny enough, I feel like using Q at any point is kind of a waste. Because we have enough attack speed that we're stacking faster with basic attacks than Q. Plus, I think the Q technically does less damage since we're not having on-hit effects like the Rapture Sky Splitter. So Q is sort of a, how do I put it, a dead ability, unfortunately, for us. Right? It's kind of like a DPS loss on the Q, while it's just better to stick with E or on B, right? As comparison. There's two of them right there. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get any sneaky kills on anyone, so I'll just kind of help push mids. Primal, old 550. Oh my god, getting one. I look at this getting one-shotted. And she did got one-shotted by a waste. 60. Hmm. 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 That was quite interesting, how I just hold down left click because I'm CC immune and they can't stop me. Kind of funny how that works. Kind of funny how that works, I won't lie.
A dead one.
Yeah, I'm kind of just honestly convinced that this is unironically the best way to build Terra right now because of just how strong Sky Feather and just on-hit items and healing is right now in this meta. Like, I don't know what to say. It really just feels like with what the meta is at, and then especially with just how scuffed Terra's damage is right now, it's just you kind of just have to play for basic attack damage rather than ability damage. And I wonder if that's like the same reason why Crunch is actually doing kind of bad too. Because the thing is, like both Terra and Crunch are ability based focused heroes that also happen to have not a lot of like rework or changes to the kits. So it kind of feels like the ability damage is just very lackluster is one way to put it. And also the fact that I think Mutilator didn't really got changed at all. Like all the changes to Bruiser Items pretty much boils down to Skyfield getting changed to where it's more beneficial for melee versus range characters. And with how like strong the healing it provides along with some other like kits, like I think this is like kind of like an oversight that I don't think people not realize. Like even the meta series themselves, I don't think they realize that it's sort of created and boosts a meta where it's just almost always better to go Sky's better first, do like attack speed on his stuff because the more ability based builds with like Mutilator and like augmentation, like well, to be fair, I think it's just mainly just like a Terra Crunch issue where they haven't really got any much love. Because this was the same issue that Saris had at the initial release where he didn't got changed at all. Well, he got changed in the sense that his arm beat is much shorter, which is pretty cringe change in my opinion. But the damage was underwhelming on him, and then they saw that, they went back to him, they buff up his damage. Now his damage feels fine. Like I think Saris can still won the mutually builds, right? Bane Mao, I don't think he can one mutilate, but the ability damage is still really good. So you have these hero, yes, these group of heroes, the ability damage feels very good, so you can one mutilate with them. But they got other heroes like Terra Crunch, well, in comparison, the damage with the abilities feel very lackluster. And it's just because I just think Mutilator is just an okay item. It's like the only item you can use anyways for ability-based heroes. So like, if a hero that has just average hitting ability damage and they're using just an okay item, I think that's where the lackluster feeling is coming in. Because again, I played Terra a couple of games, like one from a stream, and then I did one offline, and even one jungle, because I was trying to figure out why Terra was just clicking with me, and then I just realized, oh, maybe Mutilate first is actually just bad on Terra, like not as good as it used to be. So what we do instead, we literally build Skyspeeder first, and guess what? I think if I want Mutilate first into the counts, I don't think I kill it at all. But as soon as I got Skyspeeder and then just hold down left click, I was able to just kill counts pretty dang easily. Because one thing that's also really interesting about Terra 2 is for whatever reason, her base attack scaling is actually pretty high. Like she has a high base 68 with 9% scaling, right? And then you compare that to like Rux, for example, who has the same scaling, but he has a little lower base damage, right? So like Terra like honestly has some of the more higher base attack scaling, and it's another reason why this more basic attack build works on her. It's just an oversight where like she just feels very lackluster on the Q to the point that you don't want to use it as much with this kind of build. Like if anything, if I go for this build, this Sky Split build, Q should still feel impactful, but it just does not. Like, my basic attacks are just way more damage than each swing of Q. Like, why should I use Q in the first place, right? So I do think there's some oversight here. I do think in meta series they'll probably should look into Terra Crunch a little bit more because I think they're all just really lacking in damage department at the moment. But I do think this is a kind of a funny build that ends up being just the best build at the moment. And this game is a pretty good indicator for that. But that's going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If not already, consider subscribing to the channel so don't miss a single beat by yours truly. But other than that, hope you guys have a rest of, oh my god, my words today. You guys have a great rest of your day here. Peace.